Ford Motor Company is proud to present the new Ford V8 for 1935. Down through the years, the Ford has blazed a trail of progress. The car has always been the symbol of reliability, economical service, and honest manufacture. Back in 1908, the Model T Ford was a sensation of its time. 15 million of these cars were made. Then came the Model A Ford. Like the Model T, it still retained the title of the universal car. And then, in 1932, the introduction of the Ford V8. The first time an 8-cylinder car had ever been offered at a low price. And now we bring you the biggest, finest Ford car ever built, the new Ford V8 for 1935. Here is an automobile that combines all the resources, the engineering genius, the faith and the courage of the Ford Motor Company. Here is everything that anyone could want in an automobile: beauty, safety, power, speed, dependability, economy, and comfort beyond your greatest expectations. Ford officials, headed by Mr. Henry Ford and Mr. Edsel Ford, personally inspected the first cars that came off the world-famous Ford assembly line. In the opinion of the makers who are launching the new Ford V8 on its 1935 journey, this is the best Ford car ever turned out. The 1935 Ford V8 is destined to make automobile history. Mr. Ford has set this year's production at 1 million cars or better. Once out of the plant, the new car was asked to make good, to perform the promise of its designers. For months, we've raced and driven and battered the new model around the testing track. Here, day in and day out, the car was made to perform a series of the most grueling tests a car was ever subjected to. 2 years of wear and tear in 2 hours. Day after day, week after week, we tried to pound the stuffings out of this new job. On every type of road, it proved its thoroughbred quality. Here's the 1935 version of the man on the flying trapeze. The new Ford V8 goes through the air with the greatest of ease. There he goes again, again, and again. Try that with another car. We figured if we could get the Jones family inside the new Ford, it would hold anything. Jones wanted to know if it was a 6 or an 8. And we said it was everything. An 8, a 6, and a 4. An 8-cylinder car, a 6-passenger car. Jones says, where does the 4 come in? We answered, 4-cylinder economy, and we meant it. And more than 1 million Ford V8 owners have proved it. But there was one member of the family who didn't want to be left behind. Bobby pleaded for good old Buster, the friend of all the family. It took only a moment for Dad to go over and untie him. And soon he was inside, and Bobby was satisfied. Then little Ruth thought of Betsy over in the field and asked if she could go too. Poor Betsy looked so lonesome. Dad smiled and said, no, the upholstery was much too rich for a cow. And then they started away, happy in their brand new Ford.